Say hello, everybody, to Sacred Valley, the map which I am most impressed by in terms of at least how much it's changed. I'm in a training room at the moment with Ultimate Hunter, primarily because I can't actually find this game in normal matchmaking, but there we go, matchmaking really doesn't like me. But I've actually spawned in the spawn I wanted to go into. The right hand side of this map is as before in a previous video, it's literally been nuked. I mean, it is so unbelievably flat and no hills, and it's like a completely different map. Starting off going on the right hand side in the AMX Chaffer, you can see straight away there is no hill. There is literally flat and open ground. This is where you would be going up and over like the barbed wire and the mini fences and some of the outposts, and then you're going up to the right a slightly bit. But it just doesn't happen. And I can only assume that this is going to be such a really nice little choke point where battle tanks can just sit behind and take pot shots at each other. You've got lots of cover from artillery, and it just looks so much better. I haven't played the map properly, and I really want to, because I actually want to try and go down the side, both on this spawn and the other one, to see how well they both attack and defend. But there's so many little intricate routes that you can take, so many flanking opportunities. That actually leads into the middle. It looks to be that the castle's move location as well. As you can see on the map, it's moved further towards the right hand side. Now that side of the map hasn't changed. There wasn't really much wrong with it, so to speak, and there's a little bit of a race later on where you can see how quickly things get there. But I'm already at the other side of the map, and it doesn't feel like Sacred Valley at all. And once I'm able to actually get a game on it, I will let you guys know how good it plays. But you can see the amount of cover that is gone in terms of the hills to climb. You're then replaced with high-rising walls, and your artillery cover is probably one of the most important things on this part, at least, because of the people that can sit back on the far right-hand side on this side, as well as in the corners of B0 on the other spawn. So where I'm currently going now is where you would spawn on the other side, just currently in their flag. Now you start to see things which are a bit more familiar to what they were last time. So you've got your bridge that you can go on to the right hand side. You've got a little gap that goes underneath the bridge and the road that goes around the back. So what I'm going to do now is go back up to the top and see how that looks, and if there are any discernible differences that would actually make a difference during the game. So you've still got your road on the right that goes to the left. It looks to be that the actual valley that's in between the castle and the hill that's going up are very similar again. So there isn't much in terms of a change, but at least the side that did get changed is the one that definitely needs changing and actually looks kind of good, at least on a perspective of making it more balanced. The little cover that you've got there that I've just gone under looks to be a change as well, just as like a minor view on it. But I can't really say I'm that happy with it because of how much it screws up my aim, because I have my camera as far out as possible, whereas I know a lot of people are inside. But you have very much a similar aspect of you're sitting on the bridge, you can see quite a lot going forward, you can see a lot to the right side, but you're not able to see so far. And also, because of the people that could sit up here and snipe at the people coming down, regardless of the amount of space that's between, say, like your E2 going into F2, there isn't that much that they can shoot at until a very late opportunity. I will show as well this specific part on the right hand side, because it's another aspect which I think has also changed in terms of the gradient of the hill coming up. It seems to be that this is flattened out and mellowed out. So what we're going to do at the moment is have a race. Ultimate Hunter, I know you can't see him at the moment, will be on the other flag, and one of the things we're looking to do is to be in the center of the flag, and then we'll race up to the top of the hill, primarily to see how well, if a team has a lot of mediums or if a team have a lot of lights, who are likely to get control of that side first, because as we all know, if people spawn on this right hand side, they would rush around to the right, and if people are on the other side, they would tend to rush around to their right as well. A lot of people that tried to go around the left of the hill very much got destroyed because of how quickly their team could get up there. So it looks to be that it's, if I'd like to say it feels like it's closed in, but it hasn't. It's just seemed to plonk all the things in the middle, but make it so that both teams can get to those places at a decent rate. That is very dependent on matchmaking. I know Mines has an issue in that it gives the North spawn a lot more mediums on a regular occasion, or it could just be that I notice it, but at the end of the day, it is likely to balance it out as best as possible, although there are times when it has had one too many drinks and you do see the random games. But we're coming up into the middle part. Again, this would be on the older map, the much high-rising side that you would never be able to climb up, and that has just completely been lowered. It's like just cut the top off completely, and you have these little rat runs that go in between and around the back and in the side. This is the first time I played it, and it looked like a completely different map. I had no idea where I was going. I was just driving around aimlessly. I was like, what on earth is this? This is just mad. It doesn't even look like it's the same road that I came down at the start of the map. And I assume that there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be using it specifically for rats. So there's going to be some mediums trying to get in a flank around one side, and then they'll get caught up by another set of mediums that are doing the same thing. So you're going to have a lot of separate little battles going on, and it'll be down to how quickly you can remove the people that are in front of you as to whether you can then perform the flank and get round the sides. But at the same time, if you're going to be doing that, you are exposing yourself in the middle through a lot of people who are either pushing the middle or at least going around the side of the castle. So there are a lot of attacking routes that I can see on this map, and it's going to be, unless you're able to specifically see where the enemy team's going to be going, there's either going to be a lot of camping until you do know where they are, or there's going to be one team that's going to push really hard one side with a lot of people, and from that point it's going to be a case of, right, how quickly can we shut them down? That could be another really interesting aspect of it, is if you see that your team's going one way and the other team is suddenly magically going the other way, as a regular occasion it does happen, it seems to be like everyone's a hive mentality on their own team, then there are going to be times when you're like, right, well, I can go down this route, I can go down that route. So even if there is a lemming train going down one side, there is a good chance that you are going to be able to pull your team back, get some shots on, maybe delay their advance, maybe stop a flag cap going through from a quick cap, or not use your entire force in order to stop it. You'll only need a couple of tanks. If someone gets caught out in the open, though, it is probably going to be goodbye for them and back to the garage and try another tank. What we're doing now, Ultima Hunter is in the flag, and this is our little race to the top. We will be going the south side rather than the north, because it's the only point on the map where there's an actual hill where you can control and shoot down from. So what he's going to be doing is sat in the middle of his flag, and I'll be sat in the middle of mine. We'll do a countdown, and then we'll go. You should be going around about the time my bidos kick in, and it'll be full speed, quickest route, up to the top, into the centre. I think we asked for J8 as being the main spawn, and because we're in the same tanks, it will give a very good indication for similar tanks that have a similar speed. So whether you've got your quick mediums that are tier 8, tier 9, etc., how quickly they can get up. The lights will probably be the most important thing to actually get up there and spot, but at the same time you will need the cover. Now, as you can see, going up this hill, the gradient, as soon as I get up to this top part where the little building is on the right, it gives you a lot of cover for the hold down opportunity. But if you're able to get up on the other side there, you can push people back and move around the other side as what you do normally. But you'll see at this point, me and Hunter pretty much get to the same point at exactly the same time. That, I believe, if both teams push around on that side, it's going to make it quite an even battle. So there's no proper rushing part that people can genuinely do without either making a large force of it or genuinely pushing so ridiculous hard that you're on their flag cap. But I presume if you're going to be doing that, you're going to be shot by a lot of people that you can't see. So this is going to be a very, very fun map to actually play and see how well it contributes to an even play. Does it get rid of the idea that people hate Sacred Valley for how overpowered that top right spawn was, specifically for the hill? They'll say yes because they've actually flattened it, but until it's actually in game, who knows? At least for maybe like the first week or two that people play it, you may see varying play styles of people doing random things. It's I would hesitate to say that people would know how to play it just on the way the map looks, but then a lot of people I played with don't understand how the back button works, so it's difficult for them to see the map and see where people are. Maybe they don't have the same kind of the look on it, that they follow the lemming train, but in a couple of weeks you might see it settle down and get into a rhythm of where you go all the time. There was a little gradient going up, and I very much think it's going to be a more enjoyable map. Certainly when I played it on the other spawn, I didn't enjoy it because a lot of the people never went up this hill, and I seem to be one of very only few people that actually did that. But what I will be doing is trying to get an actual game going whereby I can show you exactly how it plays in map with genuine people. I will try and get that put up. What I'm just going to be doing now is just launch myself off the side and seeing if I can kill myself. As it is, I actually get quite a good launch, but there will be other videos going up with the last maps there are in the training rooms, and I'll put them up as soon as possible once I've got the commentary done, but hopefully they'll be up and you'll be able to get to view and see how they play, and I will try and get some actual gameplay maps of the new ones as well to try and give you an idea of how things go. But yes, If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hopefully the videos that come up you will enjoy, because there will be various different ones, not just the maps and the wins and fails. I am looking to get some proper gameplay, guys, but if you've got anything, clips that you actually want to submit, do drop us a message and I'll have a look into it for you and see if I can put it into a video. There will be prizes as well. Good luck. Thank you.